Who do you want under the Tudorscope? The Tudorscope is used for the purposes of analysing famous and infamous people to create the A Very series. Detailed examination of public and private information is undertaken to assess whether the individual demonstrates that they are a narcissist as a consequence of an habitual pattern of indicative behaviours, so that they cross an evidential threshold to be determined as a narcissist. This scrutiny is extensive and detailed. Considerable research goes into this, and then the diluted consequences are conveyed in the relevant articles and videos. There are two main reasons why this is done. The first is that our kind are overrepresented amongst the echelons of the rich, famous, successful and powerful. The reason for that is that as a consequence of a sense of entitlement, a lack of emotional empathy, a lack of accountability, inherent manipulative powers, manipulative activity, grandiosity, haughtiness, all lend themselves to getting into these positions of being noticed to achieve the prime aims, of being powerful to achieve the prime aims, of gaining wealth to achieve the prime aims, wealth being part of that as a residual benefit. And therefore, many individuals who are world leaders, politicians, top sporting individuals, artists, musicians, performers, gurus, entrepreneurs are narcissists. There are others, of course, who are narcissistic, meaning they have narcissistic and empathic traits, low emotional empathy, and a lot of empathic traits, but are not narcissists. Narcissists not only are drawn to these arenas because they enable us to achieve the prime aims on a huge scale, but also the environments are one in which narcissists tend to thrive and non-narcissists struggle. Take the political arena. That very much is a viper's nest of narcissists. Normal people and empathic people, although amongst that arena, do struggle to adapt and certainly struggle to get to the very top most of the time, because the narcissists get there first, being more adapted to operate in a cutthroat, uncaring, backstabbing, quite literally political manner in order to achieve the prime aims and get to the top. So part of it is to enable people to understand how narcissists occupy such prominent roles throughout society: show business, entertainment, sport, politics, charitable endeavours, philanthropy, captains of industry and so forth. It also provides a very useful means of getting the information to people who otherwise might not access it. On repeated occasions, I have been told by individuals who have accessed the very series because they were interested in the relevant famous person or infamous person, that it suddenly caused them to realise that after reading it, they realised they were involved in with a narcissist in their own private life. The light bulb came on. This was particularly so with regard to a very royal narcissist. And therefore, it is an excellent method of conveying the information about narcissism to virgin territory, if you will. There are further existing individuals that have been placed under the Tudorscope that form blog articles which will be converted into videos in due course. However, are there any individuals that occur to you that it would be beneficial for people to understand more about? Recognise you can go in the knowledge vault and obtain Narc Hunter, Know the Narcissist, and access things such as the Weighty 80 or the Shifty 50, which give you information about narcissists already and with regard to school and cadre. So you might want to access that information first to ascertain whether certain people that you have a burning desire to know about have already been categorised. There are extensive lists available in there. If there is a list of individuals that you think are a little more esoteric, for example, somebody recently asked me to analyse individuals who were prominent within Bollywood, and therefore you can utilise the Know the Narcissist or Narc Hunter options to have a bespoke list of individuals scrutinised by me and given the outcome. However, if you think that certain prominent individuals would benefit from going under the Tudorscope by way of video for the greater edification and education of people as a whole, let me have your suggestions. It will be useful to identify people that are likely to be picked up by people within the genre of narcissism and beyond. So obscure choices, whilst understandable and no doubt interesting, are not as valuable as ones of individuals who are perhaps more widely known. Your suggestions will be considered, and thereafter relevant individuals will be placed under the Tudorscope as and when I conduct the research and prepare the video. Remember, considerable time and effort goes into those, and you receive this information gratis. Again, all of this is done to assist people understand narcissism, and in some instances the outcome might be that the person isn't a narcissist, and it'll be explained why. There is no agenda against these individuals, and occasionally we see clowns in the comments section who try and defend the individual. It's understandable, but it's a clinical approach to this based upon evidence, not gossip, not hearsay. And there's more information that goes into this than people actually realise, but I don't provide it all, otherwise the videos would become interminably long. I provide them with characteristic examples so that people can understand it and make the links appropriately. So, share your thoughts. Let's see in the comment section who you want to see placed on that gurney and rolled under the Tudorscope so that the Ultra can scrutinise them, assess them, and let you know whether they are a very narcissist or not. I look forward to reading your contributions.